So Isaac sent us that email that he's not going to make it. So I think we should just go ahead and start. Okay, perfect. Does Daniel, do you want to give us a prayer?
Sure.
Perfect, thanks.
Our Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this day and we're grateful for the opportunity to meet as a group for this class. We ask that the Spirit can be with us and that we will be able to share the information. That we will be able to share our knowledge about the subject and that we will be able to finish the assignment that we have for tonight. We are grateful for all these things and we ask for this things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thanks. All right.
I am just finishing up my getting this all transferred over. I kind of had everything lined out, and so I'm just kind of finalizing it.
Perfect.
I don't think we assigned who's supposed to go next, and so I thought I would take my turn. It's probably come back around to me.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So I'm just entering our names really quick, but I'm missing Isaac's name on here, and is it Reyes?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we need an example of the difference kind of between insider trading and short swing profit rules. I don't know if our question has to address both, like one scenario that does both, but I kind of
just one, but I don't know.
One or the other. That's kind of what I did. So do you guys have some examples? Well, I guess maybe let's start by reading Isaac's example. Does anybody have it up and handy?
Yeah, I have it up. His was a shareholder uses non-public information to make a profit off the inside knowledge he has. Because of short swing profit rules, the shareholder would have to return the profit to the company if the buying and selling of the shares occurred within a 6-month period.
Perfect.
So that was Isaac's. The one I did was basically kind of like that. I just put, some fake company. I said, like in Snowman Incorporated, a worker knew about technology that was coming out in 3 months. So he bought a couple shares, of the company stock for $3 a share. And, by the time the 3 months came and the new technology was out, he sold them for, $500 per share. And so he had earned that money. And so under the short swing profit rule, he had to, give the profits back.
Awesome. Really good. Did you have one, Daniel?
Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm going to a different room. Thank you. Okay, I have an example that is similar to Tyler's. I got pretty much the same situation, but with different quantity. I said if a man purchased 50 shares for $1 each, and then after maybe 1 or 2 months, he sells them for $3 each, he will generate a profit of $100. And because he did it within the first 6 months of his purchase, he has to give that profit back to the company.
Oh, perfect. Good job. The one I put down that I have, I just have both. Insider trading is defined as a person buys or sells stock based on information that is not available to the public. The person may be a corporate officer, director, employee, or someone who has received the non-public information. And then I kind of defined the short swing profit as basically what you guys said, the regulation that requires the company to do that. And my example, or the question I had, which actually it might be kind of nice to use one of your examples in, oh no, that was my explanation of the example. My example was insider trading. If I work for a company and I learn that the company is going bankrupt and then warn my neighbor to sell his stock in my company, I am guilty of insider trading.
That's a good one.
Next one, short swing profit rules. If I own more than 10% of a company and I buy 1,000 shares for $3 a share, and then within 6 months I sell the shares for $4 a share, then I have to give the $1,000 profits back to the company.
Okay.
So for the question that I thought of, and if you guys would have any suggestions or changes, I'm certainly open to changing it, but it says, which of the following is an example of insider trading? And then I put A, the CEO of a company purchased stock in the corporation and reports the purchase to the SEC. B, the CEO of a company knows that the corporation is going bankrupt, so he warns his friend to sell his shares. C, the CEO of a company purchases stock in the corporation for his mother and reports the purchase to the SEC. Or D, an employee of a company purchased stock in the company that she works for. And then I put, that B is the example.
The right answer.
And then, and then I just said a CEO cannot influence the sale or purchase of stock based on information that is not public. As far as the explanation.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Awesome. All right. So the only thing I'll need to finish this will be the link.
Yep.
For tonight's HOA. So, and then looking ahead, we're a couple weeks out from our next group presentation. And I was thinking maybe we'd want to get started on that so that we're not busy with it during finals week.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, was that week 14 that we have ours? Or was
yeah,
it
whichever was the last one.
Yeah.
13 or 14.
I think week 12.
Yeah, I think it was week 12.
Yeah. So that's in 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, so do you guys want to do something similar that we did last time? Do you want to do something different?
I mean, if the brother, whoever is teaching this class, because I have many teachers, if he liked what we did last time, we can do kind of the same. We can work on the same procedure if you want, or we can do something different. It's up to you guys. I just if you want to do something like last time, I would like to have some time to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally understand. How do you feel about taking part in the script, Tyler?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yep.
Okay. How much time do you need, Daniel, to work it up, depending on?
A week, 4 days will be all right. I prefer a week.
Okay.
I haven't looked at our example.
Hello.
What'd you say?
It usually takes me about 5 to 8 hours to do it.
Okay.
Oh, that is so much time. Are you sure you want to do that? Because we could do a different thing if you guys want. I loved what you did.
I mean, it's no issue. I like to do it,
Oh, good.
It's just sometimes I can't
you did. I thought it was great.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll kind of read over it, and I'll try to get the script hopefully by this weekend. I can do that, and then we can get that, and then I can send it out. And if you guys, have any other edits, you guys can edit it, and then we can, Daniel, if I guess we can kind of read the example and see if it's going to be easy to do a video as well.
Yeah, the script kind of came together for me, so I haven't even looked at the example to see if that even is going to be similar. I haven't. Have you guys looked at it at all?
I haven't.
Yeah, so we'll have to just make sure it works out, that it would work, because the script kind of wrote itself, I feel like, for the most part. And then when I was writing the script, I found it really helpful to just follow the rubric to all the elements were there, and with that in mind, it just kind of was easy to fall into place. So
sounds good.
All right, well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.